So I came across this clip, and I really just wanted to get your opinion on it. So let's get it.
And what about your parents' sacrifice? Because they had to sacrifice their life, their career,
for sure,
to make sure that you're good.
But yeah, my mom, she on the daycare at the time, so like, you know, she had to be there every single day. Like, and at the time we moved to Italy, she had to shut it down. Like, she closed it for a year and a half, and that's a big sacrifice. Like, that's her bread and butter right there. That was her bread. You know what I'm saying? That was the way she was making money, and for her to make that sacrifice, like, all right, I'm gonna stop my whole business. And obviously she had other businesses on top of that, so she stopped everything. Like, and she's like, I'm gonna just move to Italy with my son, make sure he's good, and he gonna do this. And that's what it was. And shout out to mommy, because now look where I'm at.
Now, you know.
So when I seen this, you know, I'm real big on breaking generational curses and just, you know, so I just want to, how do you feel about, you know, thus far, you know, his mom basically putting aside her whole life to kind of see her son succeed?
I feel like shout out to moms. You know what I mean? Shout out to mom for doing that. I feel like she wouldn't have did that if she didn't see something special in her son. And I feel like she probably molded her son to like really follow his dreams, and she felt like if I push my child in the right direction, he gonna look out for me, you know, and we gonna be set. So it sounds like they had a good team dynamic, and she had to make some sacrifices for the better good.
We had this conversation before, and I think it was with Brittany's. And the reason I say that is a lot of people look at parents and they say their parents are too controlling. But
right.
I always say, if the parents sacrifice everything that they have to push you forward, right? Like you said, your mom, you know, got rid of her daycare center, couldn't work, so she had to take care of you. So her job was you. There's some tissue, brother. So her job was you. How do you feel about when a lot of these I would say actors, when they child actors get older, and then they have problem with their parents because really they gave up their life for you, right? And now they can't survive because everything that they would have done is pretty much in your investment.
Obviously, like, I know, like, in the back of my mind, she literally put down everything for me, so she don't never gotta worry about, like, oh, I did this and that for you, so now I got nothing. Like, she's good forever. Like, I'm gonna make sure of that. Like, no matter what. Like, if I get paid, she get paid. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Mommy gotta get paid. She sacrificed everything.
You strike me as a sponge. Like, you very... You pick up on things. You educate yourself. Like, whatever environment you in, you learn.
Yeah.
You learn from that.
I try to, especially being that, like I was on Power, so I was on set damn near every day with, you know, my yard with Joseph Secor, 50 Cent. So, like, being around them, like, you kind of gotta just, you know, absorb, like, all the knowledge that they, you know, that they're giving out on set. Even, like, when they not even speaking to me, I'll just be listening to conversations they having among themselves. And I just listen to stuff like that. And, yeah, I just feel like being on that set kind of turned me into, like you said, like that sponge, like that's just always open to kind of listening to different people and different things.
Yeah, I just feel like, man, in hindsight, we've been having this dialogue the last couple weeks.
Yeah, about parenting and like our duties as a parent and what we're supposed to do to help bring our child up in the right frame of mind, in the right like way. You know what I mean? Like you said, there's no book to this parenting stuff, but we take a little bit of our lives and what our parents did or what they didn't do, and we apply that. We basically make our own parenting book.
You do, but another thing too is like you got to be selfless. I think the best parents are selfless. I think this was a selfless act. I think the fact that his mom put everything to the side to kind of pour in to him is something that
a lot of parents
don't do. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you talk about breaking generational curses, that's one of the biggest curses that we have as a culture, is that we can't think amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, and so I like to have dialogue, you know, when I see somebody that is doing that and a family that is doing that, because you see how, you know, this was a success. Yeah. I mean, Power was a success. Story. This is a success story. And we don't really have, I mean, we have those, but they probably not shed light. Not too many. So, you know, that's just, and we've been on this the last couple weeks. It's just having a dialogue is like sometimes you got to make those sacrifices that's bigger than you.
Exactly. I feel like a lot of parents, like in our generation, you know, unfortunately, they're selfish and only can think about themselves, or, you know what I mean, they're in competition with their own kids.
That part.
So I feel like, obviously, his mom was none of that. She was thinking about the bigger picture, the future, and investing in her son.
Because she already had motion.
Yeah.
You know, like he's like, my mom had a daycare, she had X, Y, and Z, but the bigger value was, this is my seed. And
I know if he's straight, if I set him up to be straight and he, you know, keep that motion, we're going to be good. Like he said, moms ain't never got to ask for nothing. So, shout out to him. We need more examples. We need more of that.
yeah, and we need to start shedding light, because it is more stories like this. We just choose as a culture not to shine the light on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it's a lot of them, but when I see stuff like this, I like to use our platform to kind of shed light on it, because we having these conversations in real time.
Yeah, and it's other parents too that are having these conversations and need to know. They want to know, like, what can I do? How can I do it? So
because it's no handbook. That's what I was saying the other day. It's no handbook, but deep down inside, you kind of be. It's like that intuition. Like we both know that if we put 7 in the right position, that's only going to benefit not only her,
everybody,
but the last name.
The legacy.
The legacy. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, when you look at Jordan, Kobe, we look at these high success stories. We don't look at the people around that gets the benefit from that.
We just look at that main person that the camera.
But it's a lot of people that's around that gets to benefit that on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes, you know, like that movie we watch, Air, when Jordan was basically about to sign his deal and his mom said, well, no, he needs a royalty off this shoe. That set him up to become a billionaire. Yeah. That one small thing.
She wasn't thinking about herself.
She wasn't thinking about, well, my son about to get a whole bunch of millions real quick. She said, no, I want to set my son up where he can be financially stable for the rest of his life. Yeah. And I think these are the type of stories that, you know what I'm saying, like, it's real. Like, we don't have too many of that being this color, but when we do have that, it's big. And, you know, everything is media now. So even me just saying, Lika, let's do this right quick. I love to do this because it's somebody that's going to watch this clip that might could take something from it.
Yeah, for sure.
So there you have it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on your post notifications. And like always, man, ask yourself, is it worth it?